Hi guys, it's me, Nia. Don't forget to check out my mom's podcast. It's called Girlhood to Grownhood. It comes out every Thursday. It's on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Bye guys, don't forget.
I'm turning red.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Girlhood to Grownhood. I am Ta'Mika.
And I'm Onaka.
I just didn't want to forget to do the intro this time because my mind is just not here.
We got it done. At this point, but like, check some boxes.
I'm not
You
here
know
for
how
it.
you go back to the old school pen and paper, you write that to-do list, and that satisfaction of checking off a box? Nothing compares.
When I tell you I still use pen and paper for a lot of things because I need to see it on.
And feel that
Yes.
check being checked off.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are only like a little over 2 weeks into 2026, and I'm already ready for it to be over.
No, I'm right there with you. I said, what? Wait a minute. We don't came in too hot.
Girl, 2026 came in with guns blazing. What is happening?
We at the middle of the month. We at the middle. I said,
You already
honey,
know what I've been dealing with over the past week.
girl, when I say on every side, it feels like all fronts have been hit.
It's just like bombs. I can't say that on this podcast. That might be expensive.
People
like
say what they want on their lives, though. People say what they want on their lives, but yes, I know. And I was gonna say it's ins and outs of that.
I'm
people out here bobbing and weaving for their channels.
Anybody, okay, for what anybody might feel, because I have no filter on some stuff sometimes, and even though I might be joking on some things or making a reference, it still might be offensive to some people. And I'm like, I don't want to be that girl to be like, well, why? Because I didn't mean it that way. So I try to make sure I'm mindful of what I say, for one. You know what I'm saying? Because when I tell you, today has just been finalizing arrangements that happened today.
Okay.
And it's just been a day, okay?
Yeah. It's emotionally exhausting.
Girl,
Is that the right
emotionally,
verbiage?
mentally, my brain is just like, everybody shut up. Everybody sit down.
I saw that you had your silence on. I said, wait a minute, it's not even.
I don't really ever turn that on.
I said, it's the night. She got the nighttime. Don't bother me. It's on already.
Girl, I'm like Eveline from The Wiz. Don't nobody bring me no more bad news. I don't want to know nothing else.
Man, it's that part. Say it again.
I don't want to know nothing else. Don't bring me no more bad news, okay? It has been literally the amount of news I've gotten in this week. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so over it. I'm just trying to press through January at this point and hope that February brings something better. Because right now, 2026 is not looking that great.
Man, it's giving.
This how we starting off? It's not looking that great.
It's giving punch, duck. It's
bam, like one thing. Bam, another thing. Bam, here goes something else.
Life.
Bam, here goes something else. Bam, 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 bam.
We up here just bobbing and weaving for our lives.
Girl, I'm out here literally throwing them bows and nothing and bucking like I'm ready to fight.
Lord.
Like,
you know I'm right there with you. That's why I'm like, I second it all. I second it all, okay?
Then on top of that, I received 2 rejection letters for a job after taking assessments.
What?
Girl, at this point,
my thing is, hold on. Why do we have to do assessments like we're in grade school? Do you want us to come to a location and sit down at classroom style at a desk and pull out our number 2 pencils and do your assessments and then follow that up by a video interview? Make sure that it's under a minute and then throw in a little project. Like, what are we doing?
First of all, the assessments.
And how much y'all paying again?
First of all,
okay, because the time is priceless.
The assessments that I took weren't even like legit assessments. They were, if somebody's committing something, do you A, tell your manager? B, do you keep it to yourself? Do you C, tell somebody else in the office. That
You know what my thing is now? So we gonna do the educational route, or you want me to say what's really gonna happen in real life?
I just want to go to somebody's job, do my job, and go home.
Yeah, that's
Cut me
pretty
my
much.
check so I can go do what I want to do.
That's how it was back in the day. Who thought it was a good idea to start putting out assessments as
I
part
don't
of
know.
vetting
I don't
applicants?
know, but like the assessments I took weren't even like legit assessments about like any credentials or nothing like that. They were literally like answer these to the best and truthful of your knowledge, and then there's no right or wrong answer. Well, obviously there is a wrong answer because
Clearly.
that's neither here or there. That is the
But it
beginning of
is. Oh, but it is.
it is because
Because we all know if you are in this current job market fighting for a job, this is the shenanigans that it comes with.
it's
Okay,
laughable at this point.
we could chop this whole thing up right now and make it into it is what it is in the 2026 job market,
It's
probably and
laughable at
beyond.
this point.
It really is. Like we're at the top of the year, right? Did we say Happy New Year to the people on our last?
We did say Happy New Year, but if not, Happy
All
New Year,
right,
people, because I feel
okay,
like we did, but just in case we didn't, I mean, at this point,
we're
is it really
here.
happy?
Mm. You know what? The same, like, just
I feel like it's just a new year.
not even to get all like just negative
Right, I don't
Nancy
want
or
to be
negative
negative at
vibes
all.
like that.
I don't want to be negative at all. But like, are we
But
really happy, or is this just a new year of the same continuing?
I feel like we're getting sumo wrestle and like somebody like just the next wrestler just tagged in
I love
and
how
it's
you brought her. I love
2026.
how you brought her wrestling because I'm a wrestling girl.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
We getting tag
20.
team.
I feel like 2025 came and like just clotheslining. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
26 has sweet chin music me in the chin already, and we only 2 weeks in.
It's like, watch out,
What's next? A tombstone?
honey. Tag team back again.
What else?
Whoop,
What's next?
whoop, there it
You
is.
just gonna RKO me out of nowhere?
And guys, just
STF?
listen. That's why I said people gonna need to go ahead and get them a podcast going, because at this point we are very much in the pocket on current topics and events.
No,
But
because
this is also what we're living, and we're also ranting, you guys. So get you a podcast, okay? At least there's possibilities of some income, because we got to be on our 15 streams of income at this point. We all know this.
don't get me started on podcasts and what people think about podcasts nowadays, because podcasts started off like this. Like or at least in my introduction of podcasts, I started off with normal people talking about normal things and them gaining traction after that. But now I'm seeing this morph of podcasts being basically like celebrity based so hard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's definitely a
And I'm just over it because what are you talking about?
levels. Yeah, it's levels to it. I mean, even celebrities are like, okay, I'm done with this portion of my life in this career. What's next? Oh, pick up a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's definitely what it's given. This is the new retirement package. Uh-oh, did I say that out loud? I'm so sorry.
But what you just said was tea, because that's what it seems. That's what it seems like. And then when you sent me the video of people, leaving TT because they aren't getting paid,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of those people are now creating podcasts.
Mm-hmm. On to the next. You
Mm.
know?
Ugh. I don't even know what this show for real this week is going to be about. We had a whole plan, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. We had a whole plan. We
Promise
talked
we have
about it.
outlines and plans.
Yes, we had plans and outlines, and then like life just hit us real fast, and grief hit us
Yeah.
real fast. Well, at least it did for me. And I forgot we was even supposed to be recording that day.
Yeah. Cause I was like, wait, is this this is the week already. You know what I mean? Like, it comes up so
It
quick.
comes up so fast, even though we try to prepare and be ready. Um, this week just wasn't the week, okay? It just wasn't the week.
Yeah. Like, this isn't even our normal day that we usually
No, not even our normal day that we would normally record. And it's like throwing off the schedule, throwing us off balance, even though we should just be able to go with the flow, which is, the reason why we have this flexibility.
Yep.
But my goodness gracious sake alive, this past week has tested me mentally to the point where it's like, do I sulk and like go off the grid for a month, or do I or do
Yeah.
I keep it pumping? Like, look at my headphones.
What is going on? Is
Girl,
that
it's
tape?
tape.
Even your headphones been fighting.
Girl,
Oh,
no, the toddler did this.
no, she's strong, aren't them boys? Mm-mm-mm.
And I'm
Well,
just trying this is how my life feel right now. Like these headphones, I'm just trying to hang on.
yeah. What a metaphor. What a metaphor.
I am wrapped with tape right now, just trying to keep on keeping on.
Mhm. Yep. Layers of tape.
But at the same time, the inner part of me wanna click clack pop 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 somebody.
Are we allowed to say that? It's fine.
That
You
could be
know, that's
mean many things. That could mean I can
that can
wanna
mean
cuss
many
out
things.
somebody. That could mean I want to, multiple things, but not actually click clack pop pop pop. You
Yeah.
know, we don't
Yeah.
do that. This is not that type of show.
Yeah. No.
But I'm just saying metaphorically, the
Yes.
next person that
Listen,
I
I
only
had
got 2
to
more times left in me
you
before
had to
I
you had to
flip.
tape your equipment. I had to find my equipment. Well, not find it, but I forgot that this this space is a shared space and a shared desk because the little one is like, "I need my own desk." And I'm like, "What? Wait a
What
minute.
well,
We
I
have a
mean,
desk." Yeah, yeah. And so we had to compromise and level a little bit. And I said, okay, we can share this space. We're going to keep it clean. So that's everybody has to keep it clean and nice. And she's
facts.
like, well, you have your podcast stuff all over the place. That's part of cleaning up too. I'm like, all right, little homie, I'm going to play. I'm going to play along. And so I've had it just underneath the desk, kind of put away. So I'm practicing what I'm preaching and what I'm trying to tell her as well. It is mhm.
And that's that part that I'm not ready for.
Yep. Setting play dates and I was
Uh,
cooking
I'm
and
gonna
trying to figure
try
that
to do
out.
something next week to get my mind off of everything that's going on. The Children's Museum is supposed to be having an MLK Day for the kids from like 10 to 4.
Oh,
So
nice.
I think we might go to
Hop
that.
in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hop in there and go to that, kind of do some stuff because I don't want to keep her bogged down in the house because my brain is just like shut off.
Mhm.
Like, girl, I'm
Mhm.
making obituaries,
Yeah. That's like I
which
said.
I might as well make a business and, a business venture.
Mhm. Mhm. No,
Everybody's
I
keep
was
telling me, like,
serious.
you do so good at them. Oh, that doesn't mean I want to do it.
I know,
I'm
but
just
it's
trying to help
like,
out the community.
why not be a little go-to person?
No, I
'Cause
don't want to.
yeah, you do have to have, like, some separation and some other things and to
I
layer
think
in
I could
that.
do it, but I can't do people that I know.
Mhm. Yeah.
That would
Oh,
probably be
it's
my
just totally
boundary.
different levels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't do people that I know. It hits heavier when I have to do people that I know, and I've done quite a few so far in my lifetime. I saw your face.
Girl.
I've had to do quite a few in my lifetime, plus a few of the videos, that they want displayed and stuff like that, and it's just like, I don't like that realm of business. I don't.
It's, recession proof.
I know.
Oddly yeah, 'cause it's so weird, but I have entertained, like, okay, should I see if the funeral home is hiring? Like, not even, like, no shade, no
No,
like, I'm for real,
administratively, I could probably do some
because,
things, or tech-wise do some things for sure.
I mean, at least trying it out, seeing if I take to it or not. I mean, I've been
But
around
see,
my
the
fair
way
share
my
of
mental
people
health
that
is
are
set up, I just
not
don't
with
think
us.
I could do it.
Yeah, I don't even know, like, what. I guess I would kinda be like a greeter or something, I don't know, like, let me take you
Mm.
to the other people that can show you the
I'll put a
things
pin in
they're
that and
gonna
come
do.
back because honestly, I don't know what role I would have. Because I
I
feel
don't
like my
either.
brain is dark enough to like do the stuff downstairs in the basement.
Ooh, no, no, I ain't going to no basement. No, Imma stay upstairs.
I feel like I'm dark enough to do the stuff in the basement, but like I feel like I also don't want to do that, even though I know I could.
That's why I said I could be in the basement. I'm not
I don't
going
know where
there.
they do it at. Don't quote me,
Don't even
okay?
listen.
I don't know how funeral homes and stuff work. I'm just letting you know, like, no, I ain't afraid to be in there with like a body. But
I'm just saying, if you give me the tour, say I'm hired for a position that's upstairs, I don't need the tour downstairs.
but
You could
see,
just tell
then
me
you
there's
get
a
the person like
downstairs and
me
I'll
that's
believe
like,
you.
ooh, well, what go on downstairs? Like
No, I don't care. No, don't even. Matter of fact, don't even show me the security cameras downstairs. I don't need to see that.
oh, this show was not supposed to be about this, but I'm glad we had this little laugh. I am because I really needed it for real, for real.
Girl,
People
you.
don't know how like dark and twisty I am sometimes. Only y'all really know that.
Yeah.
But it's like, girl, to be honest, I could be down. That don't really bother me. But at the
Yeah.
same time, do I really want to put myself through that? I don't think so. But like, if I had to man up and do it, I'm
For
good
the bag.
for the bag, right? If I got to man up and do it for the bag, as long as it ain't nobody I
Listen,
know, we straight.
I think the folks get paid quite
I
nice.
mean, technically, if it was somebody I knew, I feel like at this point in my life, I'd be straight too. I done seen many a thing.
Just saying.
I might cut that out the show. I don't know. No, I'm not
No, we're
cutting
gonna
nothing
leave
out
that
the show no
in.
more. I'm not cutting nothing out the show no more.
We're
This
gonna
is
just
me,
let
and
it
that
ride.
brings. Oh, that's a perfect segue to the question that I had sent you, which is, um, now in our age, kind of like what are you no longer apologizing for? And it is be. I will go first. I'm no longer apologizing for how weird I am.
I love that. I
I'm
love that.
apologizing for how weird I am anymore. I know I'm strange. I always
And
have
that's
been
and that's
strange.
totally fine because, that makes us different and we're not all the same. We're not cookie cutter. That's not that I don't think that was ever the intention.
No,
And everything and everyone brings wonderful things to the table in essence. Okay?
yeah,
If
absolutely.
we're as long as we're using our energies for good.
So I will say I got to a point maybe around I really can't put a timeline on it. I think when I really felt my most comfortable self and was like, this is me, and I'm no longer apologizing for it. I think it had to be around like 2009
Okay.
when I was just like, I don't care what nobody think about me no more. This is me. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. I tell I tell it like it is. However you want to perceive it, as long as I'm not trying to be offensive or nothing like that, but I'm also not gonna
It's
coddle you either if I think you're like, it's stupid. Like,
yeah,
I think I
that's
really
freeing.
honed yeah, I feel like I really honed into myself and stop apologizing for who I was as Tamika in all her multifacets. I think I stopped doing that around, like, 2009. Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah, there's layers of freedom in that, like just embracing that. And I would say probably for mines, to really kind of stop apologizing, or I should say, even beating myself up at times, making myself feel guilty for taking time out for myself.
Mm.
Especially because I fall in the category very much so of being a people pleaser. And that took me a while to kind of figure that out and understand what that was and navigate through that, right? And so it's a rough one because it's very draining a lot of times. And it's like when you're smacked with that, it's like, whoa, all this time, this is what I was doing. This was my behavior. And it was just like, this is why I'm feeling like crap and feeling empty. And Yeah, it's like when you realize something like that, you're like, "Okay, I'm done with this. I have to be done with this." And it's a process to move out of that, character, if you will, because, being it's a fine line, being a nice person or a good person and then being a people pleaser, it's kind of very much
Yeah, that is
intertwined,
a
and
very
it's like,
fine line.
I am still a good person. I know I'm a good person, but I'm not gonna keep bending over like a pretzel and being a people pleaser to get through the day or to please people at whatever capacity. Like that doesn't help me at all
No,
long
that's that's
term.
that's real. That's real.
Hey guys, Annika here from Girlhood to Grownhood podcast, dedicated to millennials, especially moms who are navigating motherhood while holding on to the nostalgia of the late 90s and early 2000s. I wanted to reach out because my co host Tamika and I are offering a few sponsorship spots. Yay! It's a super chill setup. We give your business a shout out on the show, maybe drop a quick promo or special offer, and just help more people hear about what you do. If that sounds interesting, we'd love to send over a few details. Send us an email at girlhoodtogrownhood@gmail.com. Either way, appreciate your time and keep doing awesome things with your business. Later.
I think
Yeah,
like for me, 2029 was that. Did I say 2029? Jesus, I'm fast forwarding this already.
you put us clean into the future.
At this point, I feel like that's where we need to be. But anywho, I feel like in 2009, I just was like, I'm over it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's time for me to figure out like how we're gonna move forward from here on from here on out with our life. Cause I think, don't give me a line. I don't know how old I was in 2009, but I knew I was in my 20s, maybe early 20s. I'm not gonna try to do the math. I don't have time or the brain capacity for that.
22.
So thank you.
Hmm.
And I was just
Young
like,
20s.
right. It was
Oh,
just like everything like that they told us is like, oh, after you turn 18, oh, you're an adult. But when you turn 21, that's like you are an adult. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like
mhm.
I had that kind of mindset in my mind, like, okay, we're 21, we need to do something with ourselves. We need to like figure it out. Who are we gonna be and things like that. And I think that's the mindset I took on. It just so happens that that was, like, the precursor to what happened in 2012 when I really felt like I knew who was gonna be in my corner. I knew who I
Mm,
was before 2012, but then in 2012, I was like, "Now I know who are my people, who
yeah.
accept for me, that comes with what I come with," and things like that. So it kinda, like, solidified it by then, but I kinda had made up my mind that this is Tamika in, like, 2009, and, like, this is what she come with, and, like, if you don't like it, you can be feed.
No facts. Big
'Cause
facts.
it's the only person I really cared about at that time, for real, that gave a darn about me and my mental health and, like, my personality and stuff was my mama. If Trey Lynn didn't have a problem with it, I didn't care what nobody thought.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I think everybody goes through those stages of life, and it really is a part of shaping us into who we are as we continue to progress in age. You know,
Yeah.
it's always funny and interesting when you get to like our elderly population and how we always say they have no filter. It's like, okay, well, they got to that place over
When
time and
when
over
I tell
stages.
you, I can't wait to be like my
And it's
great and
so
just say
freeing.
whatever I wanna say, and
I
they
mean,
just
it
blame
just,
it on the fact that I'm old.
oh, but sharp as a tack. Like, wait,
But
what did she
sharp,
say?
okay? But they gon' Imma say what I need to. It reminds me of that lady. Oh, I don't know what that lady name is. I think they called her Miss Holla. I don't know if she's still with us or not, but she was the older lady that went viral on the social media. Um,
Mm.
and she used to always love them frappes from McDonald's. But she never needed them, and she just said, "Imma send you a video. I know what I'm talking about, and if you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, put it in the comments." When I tell you I can't wait to be her, because they just used to blame it on the fact that she was old, and her mind ain't right, but she knew what she was talking about. Cause how that man gonna tell her to have a protein shake instead of a caramel frap? She know what she want.
Yep. And it gets to a certain point, it's like you just give her you just get them what
Please
they
just
want.
and leave them alone. They've been here longer than us.
Mm-hmm.
But I am also feeling like, we are starting to be that generation that's been longer. We've been here longer than most generations now.
Isn't that wild?
Girl.
Yeah, like we'll have some time in.
The amount of stuff that we know that the new kids don't know. And I'm just like, we have literally been here longer than them. For real at this point. I know we're older by age, but like we have been here longer than these kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it makes me think about our episode we did about remember when there was smoking and non-smoking in the
Yes.
restaurants. Do you know how many sideways a teenager will look at us and be like, what are you talking about?
Do you know, okay, this has nothing to do with nothing, but still has something to do with the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know we still got a Ponderosa in Michigan?
I heard. I think it's like way north.
Saginaw.
Is that yeah.
Bay City, something like
That's
that.
not
Girl, it's
super
up
north. I
north.
thought it was way
But
north than that.
girl, the kids don't even know you had to go in and order what steak you wanted at the counter. Right, girl.
Oh man.
We are
What a
old.
time.
Hate it here so much.
Can you imagine like how and it goes back to the older generation. Like, can you imagine how they must feel?
I don't, because my mom just turned.
Like, we feel like what the heck? Their level of what the heck is going on has got to be another level. And they're
My
just
mama,
like,
I don't know if you saw my status on Facebook, but my mama called AI AG.
AG? Where did she come in?
Girl, because I don't even remember what we was talking about at this point. But she had asked me, she said, but Jed, can't you just use that AG to fix it? What?
I'm hollering. I am hollering.
I love the fact that she don't know nothing about this stuff. I really do, though. I do. I want my mama to stay exactly how she is, girl. Don't move with the times. I want you to be exactly how you are. I do want you to believe that AI is AG. I do. I do. I
Pull up
do.
the AG. Put it in the AG.
I don't even
I'm
remember
on
what
it.
she asked me to put in the AI. I don't even remember at this point, but she called it AG, girl. She said, well, can't you just put it in that AG? And I'm like, huh? Wait, are you talking about AI?
I love it so much.
I do
love it so
too. I
much.
do too. But at the same time, oh, can you hear that?
Nope.
Good. I'm glad that you came. But at the same time, the world is moving so quick for my mom, and this is about
All
to
of
be a real
us.
thing for her. And she's like, I have no idea what you even talking about.
Mm-hmm. Put it
Like
in that
my
AG.
grandmother, I remember my granny and my granddaddy made it to the age to even know how to work a cell phone.
Mm.
And it was just like, I don't understand.
Listen, and you gonna give them that flip phone. Don't try to get them something. Don't try to upgrade them to something else.
My grandparents didn't even make it to the era of having anything touchscreen. They only was able to make it to QWERTY. So they don't, my phones and stuff. Oh, girl, no.
Better be able to punch some buttons, some physical buttons. Don't get no touchscreen.
But I love the fact that my mom is like, I don't care nothing about what these kids is talking about. I have to send maybe like at this point yearly updates on I don't even know what the kids call them no more. Cause I'm so used to it being its own language now. It's like, when we be like, talk to you later, and we put like TTL, like laugh out loud is LOL.
Yeah.
I have to
Oh, the
send out
kids,
yearly
they use something
updates.
else?
No, but what do they call it? I feel so old now. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just too stressed to know the language, the actual term. But I feel like I have to send yearly updates to like my aunties and them on the latest acronyms, abbreviations. There it is for short text. Because I have a hard time keeping up myself.
I definitely was struggling when it was like really, remember it was like a uprising of all of that. It was like, if you know, you know, during that time when that first came out.
Yes. And I was just like,
And I was like, what is that? And
Having
he's
her the
wrecking
whole-
your brain.
Girl, the new kids, and when I say the new kids, I'm not talking about literally everybody's kids. I'm talking about the kids in my life. When I tell
Mhm.
you they be texting me and I be like, what? What? What does that mean? Please, pronunciation, grammar.
All the above. Yeah, I mean, um we had like LOL and
Well, yeah,
OMG,
we come from the LOL and OMG era where, we are kind of the ones that started that shorthand text,
the OGs.
but they have taken it to a whole nother level.
It's like they write whole sentences
Girl,
with just those acronyms and be like, "What? What do you mean? Break that down."
I have to ask Google sometimes. I can't remember which one I had to actually look up. It wasn't for real, for real. It wasn't that one. I got that one. But it was something. And I was like, what in the world does that even mean? And I had to ask Google, what does, and I had to look it up. Because I was like, one of the kids texted me and I was like, huh? And
Was
like,
it
it just,
words?
no, it was letters. Just, I had to figure it
Okay.
out.
They
But
were
I'm just
responding
saying,
back to you.
girl, in the shorthand, LOL, what you mean you don't know?
Okay, one of those. Because they get lengthy and you just supposed to be able to sort it all out real
I
quick.
still don't know what 6-7 mean.
Honey,
And I don't care to know. It's not my time. The kids can have it because by the time my little one get old enough, 6-7 gonna be our version of what up though.
I it's it's ever changing. It's ever
I don't care to
changing.
know. Why? Because I know I'm gonna have to learn a whole different language by the time my kid grows up.
Mhm. Oh yeah, so we slow motion right now. We on slow motion with that.
But it just ties back into um and we're gonna I don't want to wrap it up too early, but I've been through a lot this week.
Yep, I was just let you
But
take the
it
lead on
just wraps
however
it
long you
back
want to
up
go.
to what I've been thinking about
Mhm.
with the events this week. It's like we are the next generation of the elders, girl. We're no longer the aunties
Thank
and
God.
stuff. I feel like some of us are becoming almost like elder status in our family.
Yeah.
We are the next
Do you
generation
feel like
to
that's a great responsibility?
yes.
Like I do have moments where I've thought like, man, have we done right by the youngins? Or did we drop the ball on them? Because I feel like we've had
It depends
generations
on
drop the ball on us.
it depends on what youngins you're talking about because we can't teach youngins when we're youngins. That's first.
That's true.
We can't have help them figure it out when we were trying to figure it out. So now that we
Yeah.
are almost in our 40s, I can say that. Now that we're almost in our 40s and we actually are leaning into that auntie older status next tier in the family, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
Um it's new territory for us because in my opinion or just in my life, I had a lot of my older elders around for a long time in my life. They're just now leaving us.
Mhm. Yeah.
And now we got like my kid, your kid, this era of kids that aren't gonna know the great grannies. They ain't gonna they I mean, we can barely know the
Mhm.
grannies in some families and
Yep.
stuff like that. Majority of the aunties and uncles, the dynamic is changing. The hierarchies
Mhm.
are changing to where at least I know in my family, because I come from a smaller family, um,
Mhm.
I am really realizing like, hey yo, girl, after your mama and them girls, it's just you. And your cousins and them. Like that's it.
Yeah.
It's just you
Yeah.
and your cousin and them. And if we don't have kids, that's technically the end. At least
Man,
in my
that's a
family. I don't know about I mean, that's just my family dynamic,
I
you
think
know.
a lot of people can relate to that, what you're saying.
It's like I look at my mom and them and I look at, all my aunties and uncles, and then I look at my generation of my cousins and my siblings and stuff. And then I look at how many of us have kids, and it's not very many. And
Mhm.
to see our age and then to see us move up in the hierarchy as well is like,
Mhm.
yo, things are changing. This
Yeah.
long line of generations is kind of shortening now that we're kind of getting older.
Yeah.
I don't know. At least it is for me.
No, I definitely understand where you're coming from and definitely can relate, it's like and it makes me think about families where people, are deciding not to have kids or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's a whole wave of that. So, it's like, wow. It's like, okay, we
Yeah.
got the ones that's here, and then what's after you?
And
And,
I am pro, don't get me wrong, I am pro do what you wanna do. I am pro
yeah,
have kids or don't wanna have kids. It's what you want to do first and
yeah,
foremost. So
absolutely.
if you don't want to, don't. If you do, girl, go ahead. Boy, go ahead. I don't go ahead. It doesn't
Look,
matter.
feel
Um,
confident and secure. Oh,
be
that's all
confident,
I'll
secure,
say.
that's all we ask. And just, be confident in your decision. But I am pro do what you want to do, but that is something like we have to think about is like when it comes to our families and
The
I don't want to say
dynamics.
where the dynamics and where do they end. Some of us it's creeped up on us like, dang, after
Yep,
me
you
it
look
ain't
behind
nobody.
you,
Right. After me it ain't nobody.
you're like, "Whoa, hold up now."
Right. Like,
Yeah,
wait a minute, so I don't know. It's just been a lot to think about. I've been in this headspace. I'm kind of happy we still had a podcast, even though we didn't talk about anything we were supposed to talk about.
this was much needed, though, and I think very much on par for everything.
Yes.
I
But
think
I
a lot
will
of people
say,
resonate.
yes, I will say for anybody that's on the same spectrum as me right now, where we just entered the new year and we're already losing people. We're already, hearing things about people being sick and stuff like that. And the year just started. Keep your head up as much as you
Yes.
can. I know for me, it's just been a really tough January so far, but I'm proud of myself for keeping it together as much as I can for those around me who need me to be strong for them.
Yes, absolutely. That's a
I'll
great
have
way to
my
put it.
moment. I'll have my moment, but that's the reason why I go to therapy and I take meds, okay? I'll have my moment
Mhm.
eventually, but right now I'm doing okay. And I just want to be there for my family as much as possible right now for us to get through the rest of this month and us continue to try to be happy, healthy, mentally, physically, and emotionally as possible because we still have to go on.
Mhm.
And I don't want us to lose sight of that.
Yep.
And get the help you need. The winter months are
Yes.
hard, the holiday months are hard. This time of year is hard. If you need to go talk to somebody, please go talk to somebody. Don't be afraid to ask for the things. Like I said, I'm very open about my mental health journey and the fact that I have a therapist and I even increased my therapy sessions to 2 times a week until the end of the month for me to get through this. And if you gotta ask for the meds or the things or whatever you need, please go do that.
So you
Please
can
go do
always
that.
put your best foot forward as best as you can, right? And
Yes.
these are tools and things that you can do to leverage that, and that's okay.
Yes. Yes, and that is so okay. It's so and also to the people out there that, believe in the same thing we believe in, it's okay to take meds, have prayer, and go to church and talk to a therapist at the same time, okay, guys? It's perfectly
Mhm.
okay to do all of those things. Don't let nobody think all you need is prayer. Of course we need prayer, but sometimes we might need to talk to somebody and have a little
A little powwow.
a little
Mm,
powwow or two, and then also might get subscribed to something to mellow us out. And that's all I'm gonna say.
yep, we are all
My church
in
is very big
physical
on mental health.
experiences.
Yes, my
Mhm.
church is big on mental health advocacy and just knowing that it takes more than just going to church and prayer to figure some things out. So I love the fact that my church is very big on that. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
oh,
This was so
but
good. We could wrap it up if you want to right there. I think that was a
I
great way to
do
end this.
because I have some stuff to do. I have some people to call. I got a repass to iron out because I was number one. So, you know, I want to make sure I am there for my sister and there for my family as much as possible. And I do
Yeah.
need to wrap it up, even though I'm
Okay.
happy I did this, even though it's been so much stuff going on already.
Yeah. Well, let me know if you need anything.
Of course. I know y'all got me. I know y'all got me. But that is gonna wrap up girlhood to grownhood this week. I'm happy we were able to at least touch base and get all our feelings and talks and stuff out because girl, I don't even remember the last time we was on this thing.
Right? That's what I
But
said.
I know,
This
but we
was
will
good
reconvene
session.
next week. Please follow us on YouTube at Girlhood to Grownhood, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify Podcasts. Please also, if you have listener letters or have any business promotions or commercials or anything you want to connect with us with, please go to girlhoodtogrownhood@gmail.com and we will respond as soon as we are able to. But please follow us on social media, like, comment, share, do all the stuff they tell y'all, them influencers tell y'all to do, because we not that. Okay? We too old for that.
Yeah, I know what to do.
Y'all know what to do. We don't have to keep saying it. Y'all know what to do by now. Okay?
We appreciate it.
Right. We appreciate it. So everybody stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe.
Blessings. Peace.
Bye, y'all.